What's up, everybody? I want to do an update on what's going on with the tank. Did get another 36-inch Blue Plus bulb, but it's not on the tank just yet. So far, I'm happy with the T5s. The fixture's been on the tank for I don't know, 3 weeks now, and I really like it. I really like the look of the tank, of course, with the Kessils on the tank still. That does give me the shimmer that I'm after. But I actually tested my water today, and I've pretty much narrowed down that my problem hasn't been my lighting. And I know a lot of you are going to say, I told you so, I told you so. So this is kind of what I've come up with. I finally bought a nitrate test kit. I went with the Red Sea, the Pro test kit, I believe. I haven't had a nitrate test kit in quite some time, so anyway, I bought one. I tested my water, 0 nitrates. Then I went and tested phosphates with the Hanna phosphorus checker, 0.08. And then I tested my alkalinity, and of course I'm using the Red Sea Coral Pro Salt, and it was 9.5. I tested my alkalinity like 2 weeks ago, and it was like 8.5 or 8.6. So I knew that I should have mixed my bucket of salt up before I used it last week, but I did not do that. So I would suspect that is why I had the alkalinity spike. With that said, and since I have no nitrates, and next to 0 phosphates, there will not be a water change on this system this week. So I got to get those parameters just a little bit more in check. You can see the bird's nest there. If you disregard the shimmer, the bird's nest there at the top of the rock is all but gone. And this guy is kind of fighting for its life right now, and it's very hard to see, but right there at the bottom of the plug, it has started to encrust. So I still have high hopes for it. One of the bubble tip anemones has moved over there. It was directly underneath this green stylo here. This guy is supposed to be purple, but it's never really had its colors, so I'm hoping for the best there. That rose bubble tip right there, which those two pieces used to be one, has been at that area for quite some time. So yeah, I'm not going to do a water change on the system. Aside from that, if I can get a halfway decent shot, there's some two Wrasses right there, excuse the glare, that I got from Live Aquaria. And I've tried this big guy right here before, and he didn't make it. And I was quite surprised because I ordered these on Tuesday. They shipped out Wednesday, and I never got a tracking notice from them, so I thought, well, they didn't have them in stock. So I called on Thursday afternoon, called Live Aquaria, and the woman on the phone said, well, they're at your front door. Luckily, that was one of the days where it wasn't blazing hot outside, and the fish seemed to be doing all right. But I pulled the bags out of the box. One of the bags was huge and had a lot of water in it. Unbeknownst to me, they were going to send me this monster wrasse right here. But it is, I'm telling you folks, that it's a ruby head, I believe. The camera, no matter what I do, the camera cannot give this thing any justice. I did get some better footage. I'm going to try to put it at the end of this video, but it is a beautiful fish for sure. That's if I can keep track of them. The glare is just too bad. Of course, the yellow tang's back there. One of the clowns just hanging out. There's the yellow tang. There's the Melanoris wrasse right there. And you know, the Melanoris wrasse definitely took care of the red bug situation for me, but just doesn't have a lot of colors. And these new wrasses that I picked up are definitely, this big guy right here is a showstopper. He is beautiful. I actually picked up a Halloween hermit crab. I think that I got that name correct. Acclimated that guy. and seen him moving around, but have not seen him since. I had seen him back there by the Recordia, but I have not seen him since. I do have to say that some of these corals that I have in the back, as far as being back here, they have done well, extremely well, under the single bolt T5 fixture. So I am going to add one more T5 fixture, and I'm beside myself. I may get a canopy or build a canopy, a white canopy for this thing. I may at least take the 90-degree adapters off the Kessils and bring them closer to the framing profile, so that it just doesn't look so busy up here. But my wife says she doesn't mind that look up there, so she's the ruler of this roost. If she doesn't mind it, then it's kind of what I'm going to go for. But wish I could find that Halloween hermit crab. I have not really seen them. You know, another thing that I thought about was I have not run any filter socks in this tank for quite some time, and the filter socks could very well have been helping me as far as keeping nutrients in the tank, but I didn't test, so I can't validate that. I have noticed that the water inside of this reactor here looks a little discolored, so my next water change, I'll probably take this guy offline, just wipe it out real quick, and I don't know. I may just leave it alone. You know, I may this one time just actually leave it alone. You can see my wiring here that I have for the T5 fixture. Thanks to Reef Girl, she said, hey, I think your algae scrubber is running just a little bit too much flow. So I turned the flow down, and we have algae growing on the screen now. It's only the second time I've lifted that lid off the box in like 2 weeks. I have some 7 and 10 pH calibration fluid in here. I am going to recalibrate the pH probe this weekend. I tried to do it like 2 weekends ago, and for whatever reason it kept reading like 12, and I thought to myself, well, it's probably a bad pH probe, time to get a new pH probe. Well, dummy me had unplugged the pH cable from the apex because I moved the brain, and I plugged it into the wrong port. So that's been since corrected. The Nyos skimmer has been chugging along. I'm getting a wet skim, so I've actually turned this dial down right here to lower the water volume. I really need to look at my cell phone battery before I start doing these videos, because that's like the second week in a row I've been shooting a video and my battery's died. So I was talking about the water volume in the skimmer. Need to get it into a drier skim, but overall very satisfied with what's going on with it at the moment. Do have, of course, I'm very project oriented. I do need to put some RO water in my container there. We got about just shy of 3 gallons left over, so get that top back off. I am currently working on a project to remedy this entire situation. There's going to be more to come on it, but I've always got some sort of project going on, but looking forward to it. I really need to get this sorted out. You know, this does nothing, it's just sitting there, and my battery backup and all my cables are down there, and it is a complete mess. But aside from that, you know, I don't want none of my kids to get back there. But I'm going to end this segment now, import some video from the GoPro camera, and we'll pick up where we left off. It's always fun playing with the GoPro camera, and decided today was the day that the GoPro was going to go inside of the tank. I actually tried to get it to sit on top of the Gyre pump, but that wasn't going to happen. Every time the pump would switch back and forth, the camera would fall over. So just stuck my hand in the tank and tried to get some close-up shots of the fish. And I know that some of you guys have the Samsung phones or the newer iPhones, and you can stick them in the tank. And I don't do it as often as I should. The fish get pretty skittish, so I might just come up with some way to stick the GoPro in the camera and just see what it captures over the course of a couple hours or whatever. But this again is that Wrasse that I picked up from Live Aquaria, and I'm telling you, I wish that the camera did that thing justice because it is beautiful. Here's a shot of the tank with no flow, so everything's pretty peaceful in the tank. You can see the bird's nest dying on top of that rock there. The Euphyllia is over on the left-hand side with no flow. Here in 1 second, the flow is going to turn on, and you get a different look at what the tank looks like with no flow versus flow. And it's always interesting to look at it with no flow because it looks like everything is literally just floating around. You can also notice that the shimmer on the Kessil lights is different when you go from zero flow to flow. You start to add that surface agitation, and that pretty much tops it off for the Kessils. I should also throw out there that the T5s have not turned on at this point, so there's just a little clarification. This is Kessil only. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off here. As always, I appreciate you watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. And I'll see you all on the next one.